Hi guys, welcome to Free Flow Wednesday on the Crafty Maven Getaway. I'm TinaGale and today I'm hoping to show you how I can do a really quick layout using some go-to designs. So one of my go-tos is just to do a layout that's divided by thirds horizontally. And so I will keep the design to the top or the bottom or in the middle. Just pick one. So this particular layout, I have two photos that I'm working with, and I decided to keep everything down to the bottom. So I just cut a strip of paper that's it's going to fill up almost about a third. It's not quite a third, but by the time I put my photos and my embellishments and all of that, it's getting up into that full third. I also like to put something up at the top, so I just cut this really thin strip. The paper that I'm working with today is from my January scrap room kit. So this is Jelly Bean Soup, Hearty Hedgepodge, no, Hodgepodge. I always want to say hedgehog. Hodgepodge. So I love this collection. I love the colors in it and stuff. And this vertical stripe down at the bottom with all the different patterns. I really wanted to use it. And I wasn't quite sure how to use it because as a full background it would have been kind of overwhelming, real distracting. You'd have to have photos that were very simple and not a lot going on, and probably like a black and white or sepia tone or something. So I decided to use that on this layout where I was just going to have that smaller strip towards the bottom, and I'm really glad that I did, that I thought about using it on this particular design because it really shows the paper off without being overwhelming to the layouts in the photo. So like I was saying, I just kind of filling up this bottom third. I went ahead and cut a couple of smaller strips to go on the top of that. That's going to kind of border it as well. And then I took it to my sewing machine. I'm not sure you can really tell, but I stitched across the top and I stitched across the pink and red strip there that I pieced together just to give it a little bit of texture and stuff. Like I said, it doesn't show up too much on the camera, but in person it really helps. So here are the two photos that I'm working with. They're of my daughter when she was younger. They were making posters for 4-H, and it was supposed to be all about what 4-H means to them and encouraging other people to join 4-H. So I'll have another layout that I do that's my son doing his poster, and I'm going to use this same paper and everything because they'll go side by side in the album right now, but then later they may take them out and split them up. So you'll get to see me work with this collection again. But so I just have the two photos of her, and then I'll have two of him that I work. And then the embellishments were what came in the pack, so I just picked out the ones. I loved the floral, so I decided that would be good for her layout. So I picked those out, and then I decided I wanted something more. I went ahead and splattered the background with this brown color shine, so it's colored tea. And that helped, but I still wanted a little bit. So I remembered I had some of these doodlebug doilies in different colors, and I went and looked, and sure enough I had some in brown. So I felt like that went really good with these kind of earthy tones in this collection. And then she has brown in her pajamas that she's wearing. It's a teddy bear with animal print and stuff, so it really kind of brought her off the page and more of the central focus. So glad I thought about having those. So here are the flowers. Like I said, I just had the one cluster and then the bigger one and the little one. So I cut off those smaller ones thinking that I could pull them into another cluster, but I can't really make it work, so I ended up sticking it back in with the one that goes around the photos and just tucked it in and made it a little bit bigger cluster. But originally I thought, I really wanted something up there so that I could pull it. And I probably could have cut the larger yellow one away and stuck it up at the top, and that would have been good. But I end up coming up with something else. So I'm just fussing around. I just wanted a little bit more of that flower showing, so I pulled it up, and I went ahead and lifted up the edges so that they would be away from the page. Then I had this small one, this small circle that says Happiness Found. So I just stuck it into this cluster embellishment that I'm building down there. And at the top, all of these embellishments came from this sticker sheet. So there was this long strip that said the best memories are the ones we make right now. So I just did that to do another strip. So like in the bottom third, I had those two strips of paper. So the top, I kind of wanted to mimic that. So this long little quote was perfect to kind of mirror that I had going off at the bottom, and then that little bit of doily as well. So I'm just mirroring what I'm doing down below. So that's another quick tip of how to pull together embellishments and your layouts real quickly without a lot of overthinking of what's needed. So here's where, I wanted that flower and I was trying to think of something else. So this sticker sheet had hearts and it had stars, but I wanted to keep the stars for my son's page because I'm thinking I'll use it on there. So I thought, well, the hearts I could pull in. And I tried putting one in each one of my areas of embellishments because that's kind of my go-to as well. But it wasn't really working for me. But I do go ahead and keep the one up at the top because I wanted just a little bit more of that blue showing over there. There's a bit of blue in that strip that I put, but not very much. The bigger bulk of it's over to the right, so it was kind of pulling your eye to that one. So I wanted just a little bit of blue over there. And then I stuck another sticker over the top of it that just says date because I'm going to put the year up there, and then I'm going to put my journaling down below the photos. And so here I'm just looking for some more little things. I found this little tab and it said little moments, and I thought I'd put it up at the top of the photo, but when I did, I didn't really care how it looked. It was covering up the flowers and all that. So I decided to put it to the side, and I put it to the side lined up with her eyes so that it would really pull across and you would be drawn into her face. And then I found these little stickers as well, and it says remember this right here. So I'm just going to line that up. And that's going to be the start of my journaling down below. And then it's on to the title. And I left it towards the very end because I really didn't know what to title it. If you follow me, you know that's not my strong suit. I always struggle. It's always just very obvious what my titles are. I'm not very creative. So, I was thinking 4-H, and other than that, I didn't really know. So I started pulling that off, thinking, something's going to come to me. And when I had that on, then I started looking, and I really wanted more blue in that little area too. And there was this kind of rectangle strip that says good times, and it was the perfect color. It was what I was wanting to put up there. So I thought, okay, good times, 4-H. And I moved the 4-H around, and on top of the doily, it was just really hard to see, and I knew it was going to get missed. So I was trying to think of something that could make it longer so they could put the title all the way across both photos. So I start thinking, okay, then I'm just going to put 4-H means good times. And you saw that I moved the 4-H up thinking maybe I could go up, but I really wanted it to go all the way across the top of the photos to keep everything really linear across the middle. So that's pretty much it. That's going to finish it. Here are some still shots. I hope you enjoyed this. And if you're not already a subscriber of my channel, be sure to check it out and subscribe. And thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon. Bye!